time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hilltoppers will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Middle Tennessee's offense will get the first swing of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Allen. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Allen. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he got loose. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, MTSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Give to the running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready. Running to the left. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll toss it to the left. Find some fresh air. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And some room to work. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Fakes to grab. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, camper!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try it this time from the 7 after getting knocked back. It's 3rd and goal. Using the quick game. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try to sneak it. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the left side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Motion from the back. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Tyree. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tyree. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Hilltoppers will try to pick it up on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll leave it with him. Shows him the stiff arm. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on first down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Direct snap. Creates a little room. Sweet cut there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
4-1-4 satellite.
Snap it to the back. Creates a little space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And they've regained the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Gets the back moving. The give to the back. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Tyree. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 27. Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Hilltoppers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Military stun! Military stun! He's got 2! He's got 2!
They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Ready!
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Toppers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20. Looking to fire. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Catches it at the 15. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Oh, he's got a chance. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Finds a little space. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
On the double. Belly stutter. Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And they're able to get him down.
I am an aggressive person, Palmer. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, second half, if I can tie the football game, a 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of... scrutinize them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Tyree. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Complete on third down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The RPO, it's complete. On the move at the 30. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Hilltoppers are flying down the field. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and guys, I don't think that jet sweep ever had a chance down here on the goal line. There were just way too many bodies on defense at the end of the line of scrimmage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking to pass. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be for the win. From 39 yards out, and he's got it for the game. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records.